Toss everything you know about Halo to enjoy the TV show. Alright, let's get started. Go ahead and drop down a like or hit that sub button if you guys want to see more content like this. But let's get started. So the directors have come out already and said that they're doing their own thing with this TV show. People are pissed about this TV show. I'm gonna try to convince you that this TV show is pretty good and worth watching, especially as someone who just wants more Halo content. I think we're all starved for a little bit more Halo content. Looking at you, Halo Infinite. But that being said, I'll dive into the rest of the videos, pros and cons. But as I stated before, I already got to the point. If you want to watch and enjoy this TV show, leave everything you know behind, books, video games, lore, leave it out the door, sit down and watch this TV show. So let's get into why people are mad. So people are mad that this isn't following any type of continuity, that the books aren't being taken into effect or into consideration, that the video games aren't used as source material. People are mad because of why Master Chief takes off his helmet. People are mad at the pacing of the TV show. People are mad at the design. They're mad at the suits, they're mad at the weapons. There's a lot of things to be mad about. Specifically as a Halo fan, there's a lot of things to be mad about. But see, here's the thing, a lot of people are putting on their nostalgia glasses to enjoy this TV show. They're taking everything they know to enjoy the TV show. Granted, I'm pretty sure they could do a TV show if they stuck to source materials, but they didn't. So, but that being said, this opens up a window for a whole branch of other things that could be done, which I'll get into it later on in the video. But just letting you know that the first con of this is that the fact that they're not taking the lore into consideration, and you almost have to toss the lore to the side for you to fully understand, to see what the TV show is trying to go into. So things are out of place, things that don't make sense. The Covenant is attacking, and Master Chief already has a shield on his armor, but Reach is still around. Generally, if you follow the books, Reach falls because they don't know how to combat the Covenant. They didn't have shields, they didn't have anything against the plasma weapons. So that being said, none of this is like making sense to anybody. Lastly, just based off the first episode's continuity, we get exposed to the villain, potentially, right? So we have one of the prophets. We still don't know which prophet it is. I'm just going based off what I've seen in this first episode. We have a prophet and we have a human, not human, question mark, because he says that she's not like humans, but reads human books. It's crazy. I know people are upset. I'm not really as upset. I'm more as intrigued as to where the show could go. So in hindsight, we're watching a TV show on Paramount Plus for more people than just the gamers to enjoy in TV format. So you want to watch this through episodes. It's not so bad, but it is a negative because it's like, that's never been the enemy. Why would the prophets have anything to do with the humans? Like, in its essence, this is kind of like, what the heck is going on around here? Like, is this even really Halo? But to my main point at the start of the video, leave everything you know behind that you know about Halo to enjoy this TV show. If you want to enjoy the TV show, if you want to sit here and criticize it and, tell everything that's wrong with it, that's fine, but you're not going to enjoy it. The whole purpose of me explaining to you how you're going to enjoy this TV show. Let's dive in to some of the pros. And here's really where I think this show might shine, but it's hard to tell since this is just the first episode that's been released. So this is a TV show, right? This is something that's being written for TV format, for consumptions on your couch, for new goers, people who are just on Paramount Plus scrolling through and they happen to see a TV show, a sci-fi military shooter in space. If they chime into the first episode, they don't know what the heck is going on, right? So taking that into consideration, based off what we've seen in this first episode, Master Chief is definitely more humanized in this show than he was ever in the video games. In the books, you have a little bit more context as to why Master Chief is so silent most of the times, and you get to see him grow. But in the TV show, you get to see him crack jokes, take off his helmet, sympathize with people, and also be very blunt about just following the objective. But that's something he was like in the books. He was very goal driven. This is how we're going to accomplish the mission type of things. Not so much jokes. So this is definitely something that's new, but I think it's something that I enjoy while I'm watching the TV show. If we have stoic Master Chief the entire time, it's going to get boring. Even for people who have nothing to do or know anything about the Halo universe, they're gonna find Master Chief a bland main protagonist. Now, from my understanding is he isn't the main character of the TV show. So we have yet to see how his roles gets played throughout the whole series of the TV show. Another point that's not really a pro, but it's not really a con either, is Silver Team versus Blue Team. So yes, everybody's looking forward to Kelly, and now with Silver Team, we have some of the others newer Spartans, which honestly look completely fucking badass, but we don't know much about. Granted, I think that's fucking tight. Screw it, ditch it. Let's do another different team. Granted, I think Silver Team was their own thing. It's just Master Chief included into that team, but it's too early to tell based off one episode. And if you've seen the first episode or you haven't seen the first episode, this is a bit of a spoiler. This is a pro to me. Is they definitely went rated M for mature for me, not for everybody. But I mean, goddamn, this is one thing that caught me off guard was the gore, the blood, and the actual like splat in your face. Like, one thing we've never seen since Halo Combat Evolved is blood on Master Chief's body. This time it's there. And goddamn, that's fucking badass. I'm glad they decided to not go the PG-13 Halo TV show, because this is kind of what it needed. It needed its badass factor, and that's it. I just saw in the TV show Chief unload 6 bullets into the jaw of an elite, and you get to see the impact of that magnum just railing on him. Fucking badass. So I think it's a pro. Let's move on. All in all, being said, between the cons and the pros, I still think that with the new direction that the TV show is trying to go, it leaves room for branches of the Halo universe to reach out and do something different that hasn't been done before. So here's one thing that we knew before, that the death of Samuel, the other Spartan in Blue Team, when he passed away, Chief had a different route of thinking and how he was going to go about everything else. Now in this show, we don't know if Samuel's dead, but we know that Master Chief is different. He's more humanized. He's never really had thoughts about his past, and here he does. Here it's not Blue Team, here it's Silver Team, so we don't really know all the context of where this TV show is going, but I'm hoping that Samuel is still alive. I know how that sounds, and I don't really know since I haven't really looked into everything that the TV show might be headed towards. I don't know if there's plots already out there on the news, on the internet, but it's pretty fucking exciting. They can change the way Cortana is. Maybe she's not an AI, because in the first episode, spoiler, there's a clone. We don't know if that's a clone of Halsey. Nobody knows yet. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a whole different take. If you just want to see maybe a different spin-off from the original series, things that you might not have liked from the Halo, you might have a chance to see it here, but again, it's too early to tell since it's just the first episode. That being said, I don't want to tell people not to listen to the negative people or reviews or criticisms, because some of them are valid, especially since it's the fan base that's really going to consume this TV show. It almost seems like they didn't take into consideration that bunch, but it almost seems like they're thinking to themselves, we have to make a TV show that not just the fan base is going to enjoy, but the worldwide basically audience is going to tune in, watch the first episode, and see if they're going to enjoy the Halo TV show without having to have played the games or read the books. Without sounding like a complete lunatic and that doesn't know what he's talking about, I just want to state that TV show, first episode, ridiculous. Go watch it. Just go watch it. Come back to this video. Comment down below what you actually thought about this episode, and try to watch it without thinking about the lore, which you already know, because you're going to be like, oh, that's this, oh, that's that, oh, I remember this from the books, and blah blah. Toss that shit aside, because none of that makes sense here. I'm curious as to what other people are gonna want to talk about without having to come into this lens of, this isn't our Halo, this isn't what we know, what is this trash? I get those arguments and I get those points, and they're valid points and solid criticisms. But if you just toss what you know about Halo and just sit down to watch a TV show, cinematically, the shots are good, the audio is good. We watched this with surround sound. It's fucking amazing. But go ahead and watch it. Come back to this video, leave a comment down below what you think. And we'll follow up with another video when the next episode drops and see just how it goes. I'll collect everybody's thoughts and just see what happens from there. And one last time before I head out, I encourage you guys to go watch that first episode. But until next time, guys, peace.